I want students to understand that what they do in lesson matters, what they learn matters. So this building we developed 13 years ago, and since then we've looked for partnerships, we've looked to the outside world to get involved in businesses.
We made a pledge with Southampton, working with them locally and their communities going back 2 years as to how we would help them recover post-pandemic. And part of that commitment was to have a real impact on what we're doing in their communities and make sure that we leave a real legacy within Southampton.
Morgan Sindall has given us a commitment over time, and that matters because it means our students can develop relationships, they can have experiences with people that they get to know, and then hopefully the golden ticket, can we create a pathway for students from their lessons into employment.
The key thing for us was actually to open the eyes of the people we're working with. There's 48 students here, and to open their eyes to what construction offers.
It's about bringing construction into the real world. Students are in the classroom, we want to get them out into the real world.
It's been really interesting getting to work with them and learn about how narrow the view is of what's available in construction, and then bringing some of our local professionals to broaden what they could really be doing.
We want them to build relationships with employers. We want students to understand that values matter, and the values that I spoke to Cliff about right at the very start were developed with Cliff, developed through industry, and they're the values that we want students to develop so that when they go out into the world of work they can thrive.
You know, I found the enjoyment in it and I wanted to carry on. So I'm a bit more excited to be an architect because, you know, I want to know what involves to be an architect. I want to, you know, visit sites, and I just want to know what it feels like to be one.
I kind of have someone to look up to, if you know what I mean. So it really excites me, and I'm really happy where my future could stand.
Actually seeing what we do in a much larger scale gives me a sense of hope, like seeing that this would go into such a much bigger project.
It made me feel like quite happy really, because then I know like it's not for nothing while I'm here. Like, I know once it's all done I can actually go out there and do it.
I think it's really important because this will help like open my choices and my chances in just life really. It could help me like expand in my practical side and just see what it's like really out in the world.
We wanted to make today a key milestone. You see, we've rebranded the building. We're making investment into the team here at Redbridge. We wanted to signify that this is a real partnership. The partnership's based around a set of values as well, and it's events like this to launch it properly, to make sure it gets on the radar, it gets on the radar of local employers, and we can hold each other to account on what we've agreed to do.
It inspires the students, it engages the students. They want to know when the next experience is going to be. So it elevates all that we do. I can teach in my normal way, but having real experiences with a company that really cares really should mean that in a few years' time we do start to see those students entering the construction industry and then motoring on from there.